Give Ray a second to log on if you're going to join us. And then we're going to talk about um, the KidScents product line tonight. And uh, some of our favorites and what you may or may not want to grab for your kiddos. So one of the things that I love about the KidScents line is it's quick and easy to replace all of their stuff with good, healthy, safe products for them to use. Our kids are, excuse me, right? Kids are not just kids, right? They're adults that are growing, or they're growing into adults. So their bodies are growing, developing, changing. And because they're little, they're more vulnerable to the negative effects of harmful chemicals in our environment, right? There's a research article from Health Affairs that says there are four main differences that contribute to a child's heightened susceptibility to chemical exposure. One, children have greater exposure to toxic chemicals for their body weight than adults. Two, children's metabolic pathways are immature, and a child's ability to metabolize toxic chemicals is different from and not as competent as an adult's. Number three, children's early developmental processes are easily disrupted, which means it's super, it takes a lot less to affect their development than it does for adults. Like, if you change something 1 degree at the base, right, it isn't all that impressive down here, but the longer it goes, the bigger that effect is. So when a lot of our developmental processes are finished as adults, any that are still, our brains are always developing, but there's less and less effect on it than there are for kids, because there's just so much happening when they're little and growing from that point. Excuse me. And then number four, children have more time than adults to develop chronic diseases. So therefore, if they're exposed to toxic stuff when they're little, we're going to see more and more coming out of that, because they're going to be alive longer than the rest of us. So why is it important, or this is why it is important, to look around your home and take a closer look at your household and your personal care products and anything that you're using on yourself, excuse me, or your kids, because anything you use on yourself comes in contact with your kids when you cuddle them, kiss them goodnight, when you're nursing your baby. All of that brings that stuff into contact that you use on yourself with your kids, and then obviously anything you put on them. If you're not sure how what you're using may affect your kids, go grab the products you use on them the most, turn them over, read the ingredients, and then Google dangers of, followed by the names of the first couple ingredients, and see what comes up. As we talk about each and every time, and we're always going to, quality is so, so, so important. Not all oils are created equally. That's why when you shop with Young Living, you are backed by the seed to seal agreement, guaranteeing that you will only ever get the best from Young Living. That means plant material that is grown on corporately owned farms or carefully vetted partner farms that you can visit anytime. Sustainable farming and sourcing practices, which provide the purest oils. Great care is taken to preserve and protect our natural resources. Our fields are hand weeded, and there's zero use of pesticides. Excuse me. Oils, we produce oils that retain all of their natural constituents and therapeutic properties. We use food grade distillers with state-of-the-art design and distillation methods. And we use low pressure and low temperature distillation without the use of solvents or synthetic chemicals. There's also rigorous testing on each batch by internal and third-party labs, and our oils are carefully reviewed through each and every step of production in order to meet or exceed industry safety and purity standards, which go far beyond just organic. If a batch doesn't meet Young Living standards for any reason, it doesn't get bottled up to be distributed. Young Living would rather have something go out of stock than let an inferior product sneak through to the consumer. That's incredibly rare to see these days. Everybody would rather have stuff on the shelves than sell a good product. So that's really, really cool. Let's touch really quick on safety, especially because we're talking about kids, and there's a lot of information out there about using oils on kids. So, as always, on adults and kids, never put them directly in the eyes or directly in the ears. Also, be aware of any blends that may contain citrus oils because those can be photosensitive and should be avoided directly before going into sunlight. So you can put it on like underneath your clothes if you're wearing those, or just do it when you come back inside from playing outside instead of right before going out. The oils from the KidScents line come pre-diluted, which means they're quick and easy for you to apply to kids or for your kiddos to grab and put on themselves. And that takes the guesswork out of diluting for that. Excuse me, folks. The recommended application is for children ages 2 through 12. However, I know countless moms, including myself, who use them on kids from the day they're born. And so I will always support moms who want to do that. If you choose not to, I will also support you in that. But I can tell you that I've used oils on James literally from right when he was born. And he's only better for it. So just remember that you know your kid best, use your best judgment and see what happens for them. Start low and slow. You can apply to the feet. That's the best place to start, and use just a drop or two. Start with dilution and go from there and see how that goes. You can also diffuse the KidScents oils. You can throw a couple drops into the cute little owl diffuser or any of your diffusers, and then adjust as you and your kids are enjoying them. Okay, so tummy dries. This is the perfect blend for little tummies that aren't feeling so hot. It contains 7 blends that are specifically formulated and blended to soothe and relax. It's got spearmint, which is gentler than peppermint and enhances relaxation. Peppermint, which is supportive and soothing. Tangerine, which is rich in limonene, and you can Google why that's so fantastic. Fennel, which is used as a digestive aid for thousands of years and was mentioned in one of the oldest known medical records, the Ebers Papyrus. Ginger, which soothes, comforts, and balances. Cardamom, which protects the stomach. And anise, which is a key ingredient in the Essential Zymes supplement. I used this on James all the time when he was little. I put it on his tummy literally at every single diaper change, just to help support that digestive process as he was getting older, or as he was, first starting to develop. Now I use it just when he seems like he's got some gas or something that's causing him discomfort, or if he seems a little constipated. I don't do it every single time. I don't even necessarily do it every day, but I keep it handy just in case. When I was doing it multiple times a day, I would take the 5 milliliter bottle. It was this size, and I would divide it in half, and I would dilute it even further from what it comes, simply because I was doing it so much. I used it full strength a lot and then realized how much I was going through, so I cut it down because I was just doing it as a maintenance thing, and he was responding just as well to the diluted version, and it saved me a little bit of money. But I totally used the full strength KidScents tummy dries on him when he was, I think the first week to help kickstart everything. I used that a whole bunch on him, and he never had an issue with that. So you can just throw a roller fitment onto the top of the bottle and just roll it on if you want. That's what's in the picture here. Or you can just add a drop into the belly button and rub that around, let that sit. You can apply it in a clockwise motion to follow the normal digestion pattern every 30 minutes for an hour and as needed thereafter. If they're having like, if you're applying to help with a specific situation. Also, as a bonus helper to tummy situations, the KidScents Mighty Pro pairs perfectly with Tummy Jize for added for added digestive support. It contains both pre and probiotics. Prebiotics and probiotics help to support digestion, the immune system, and emotional balance. And they do this by stimulating and replenishing good bacteria through the live cultures. Mighty Pro has 8 billion active live cultures. You can sprinkle it on cold food and drinks for easy consumption, or it's also great on its own, like a healthy pixie stick. I also have been known to add it to my smoothies when I don't have yogurt, and it's great to sprinkle into a smoothie. So, okay, Sniffle Ease. This is super fantastic. It's rejuvenating, refreshing, and perfect for little lungs. It's got eucalyptus blue, Palo Santo, which is known as the poor man's frankincense, lavender, Dorado Azul, Ravensara, myrtle, eucalyptus globulus, which is also found on Breathe Again, and marjoram, which is known as the herb of happiness. Oh, and more. Pine, Eucalyptus citriodora, cypress, Eucalyptus radiata, black spruce, and peppermint. The 4 different varieties of eucalyptus in this blend make it super, super powerful. And just like Tummy Jize, you can just throw a roller fitment on and roll on the spine, bottoms of the feet, and chest every few hours or as needed. Or you can just add a drop to the chest, back, or feet and rub it in. For any kiddos that are having trouble, need a little bit of support for the sniffles. This is one of my favorites. We use this a lot. This is Sleepy Eyes. Excuse me. This is perfect for calming and relaxing the mind and body before bedtime or nap time. Okay, this has lavender, geranium, Roman chamomile, tangerine, bergamot, sacred frankincense, valerian, and rue, which has sleep-inducing properties. This one is there's so many of those that are supportive to restfulness and peace. The lavender, obviously, the valerian, those are all really restful, peaceful, sleep supportive oils. This is another good one to throw a roller fitment on, roll it up and down the spine a couple of times, and on the chest before bedtime or nap time, or just add a drop if you don't have a roller top. This one also, my mother-in-law put a few drops into like a little 2-ounce spray bottle, added water to it, and she would spritz it in her mom's room, who's having trouble sleeping at night. She would spritz it in the room before she went to bed, and that made such a huge difference in grandma's ability to rest at night. So this is not just for kiddos. Throw it in your diffuser or add it to a spray bottle and spritz it around your room before bedtime, before kiddos go to bed or whatever. That's a great one to help everybody get a good night's sleep. This one, the name pretty much says it all, but involves way more than you might think. You can grab this oil when your little one has some skin that needs soothing. You can also grab it when to help ease emotional and mental hurt and stress, which is an area that a lot of us tend to overlook pretty often. Children have to work through some of the same feelings and emotions as adults do, but sometimes it can be harder for them to process because they don't really understand that they're processing it. Oils can have a powerful impact on the emotional center of the brain and therefore can be a great tool when helping your little ones deal with emotional trauma of their own. So, this one includes Idaho balsam fir, which is soothing and rejuvenating to the mind and body, tea tree, helichrysum, known for its restorative properties, elemi, which is in the same family as frankincense and myrrh, cistus, hinoki, and clove. Um, this one you can apply topically to help improve any issues on the skin that you may have. Start with a drop, or like the picture here, throw a roller, fit it on, and roll it on the top of smaller scratches. But if you want to apply it to something a little bit more tender, I would just put a little drop on and kind of let it spread around on its own. Genius. This is another good one. This is actually not the last oil in the KidScents, but it's the last one we're going to touch on because the new one isn't in here quite yet. But we're still going to talk about it really quick. This blend is perfect for helping young minds focus and concentrate on the projects at hand. And let's be honest, all kids could use some help in that area. And most of us adults. This one contains sacred frankincense, blue cypress, cedarwood, Idaho blue spruce, Palo Santo, Melissa, Northern Lights black spruce, bergamot, myrrh, vetiver, geranium, Royal Hawaiian sandalwood, ylang ylang, hyssop, and rose. And all of those hard-hitting oils in there should remind you that these oils, even though they're part of the KidScents collection, are not just for kids. These are all super, super powerhouse oils for everybody. This is a good one. Throw on the back of the neck. Throw like on the earlobes, forehead, that kind of thing, or diffuse in classrooms if you've got kids that are either learning virtually or homeschooled, in the office while you're trying to get some work done, that kind of thing. Those are great ways to do it. And then the last oil in the KidScents collection that isn't in this class yet because it's a new edition is Kid Power. This was just released with the holiday catalog, but is a permanent addition to the lineup. And this, I just heard somebody say this the other day. It's basically like the kids' version of Valor, but cheaper. But it has, actually, let me look up. I'll look up the ingredients on this one really quick. I didn't do this before we got started, but I'll look it up really quick. And we'll see what it's got in there. I just ordered this today for our little one. Okay, so the key ingredients are black spruce, blue tansy, which I believe is also in Valor, frankincense, geranium, hoe wood, orange, and vanilla. So that's going to smell like heaven on earth. And it's going to be super supportive to like all of the big feelings that kids have. Helps inspire feelings of confidence and courage, ease feelings of doubt, fear, and worry, and helps to create a comforting environment, empowers and uplifts, all kinds of super good stuff. So that's the newest edition. That's the only KidScents oil you can get in a 15 milliliter, which is super fantastic. Or you can also get it in the new KidScents roll-ons. So, and I think it's in the KidScents roll-on collection, in fact. Let me double check that. But that was another recent edition, and pretty sure KidScents roll-on collection. Yep, Genius, Kid Power, Owie, Sleepy Eyes, Sniffles, and Tummy Dry. So you can get all of the KidScents oils in the roll-on collection too, which is super fun. It's super cute. They kind of look like little crayons, I've heard a lot of people say. I just think they look really nice. And they come in a nice little box to help keep everybody together. Okay. In addition to the oils, there's a few other things on the KidScents line that we're going to talk about. The toothpaste is a great one. This makes a great starter toothpaste when kids are first getting their teeth, but will also carry them into their teenage years if they don't want to make the switch to the Thieves toothpaste yet. Gently cleaning teeth and gums with safe and natural ingredients. That means no synthetic dyes or flavors. The addition of Sleek Essence and Thieves oils make this highly effective at helping keep teeth whiter, gums healthier, and combating plaque. So that's a good one. I just picked that up. James is getting a couple teeth coming in, so we're going to start working on brushing teeth pretty soon. And I grabbed the KidScents because it's going to be a lot milder than the Thieves toothpaste that we use. Also, the KidScents shampoo is a great shampoo to get your kids on. No mineral oils, synthetic perfumes, artificial colorings, or toxic ingredients being absorbed through the skin in the shower is awesome. There's also a bath gel and lotion along with supplements like the Mighty Pro that we talked about. Currently, if your kids are highly sensitive to gluten, keep in mind that the shampoo, bath gel, and lotion, at least at the time of this class, all have wheat germ oil in them. So double check that. If your kids are very sensitive to that, you can grab the seedlings line instead. They are formulated without. And I believe I have heard talk that they're going to be reformulating the KidScents line without the wheat germ oil. I don't know that 100% sure. It's not something I've heard straight from Young Living. That's something I kind of heard whispers of. So don't hold me to that. But I believe I've heard that. In the meantime, you can grab the seedlings line instead. Also, the bath gel, I believe. The bath gel or the shampoo? Let me double check. One of them has MSM in it, which is really, really good for the skin. So I actually talked to someone last week that uses that for her infant, actually, instead of the seedlings, because it's so good for the skin. And then you can also use it as like a bubble bath and stuff. Okay, I'll have to double check because now I can't remember if that was shampoo or bath gel. Okay, there's a KidScents vitamin that's chewable, I believe, and several other supplements that are on that list. And we're not going to go into them all tonight, but if you're interested in learning more about them, we certainly can. So obviously, with all of these personal care products, you're going to want to make sure that you're getting everything on Essential Rewards so that you're earning points on all of your products that you're buying. And actually, I just saw this great thing that I want to share with you guys. And I'm going to put this I'm going to stop my screen share and put this up on my computer here. Give me just a second. Because I think this is so great and I want to make sure that you guys see this so we can talk about it really quick. Don't mind my child screaming, he's fine. You gonna come to me? Okay. All right. This is what we're going to call the essential rewards pyramid. We're going to start with our supplements and our nutrition. So that's Ningxia, sulfurzyme, probiotics for you and the kiddos, vitamins for anybody, inner defense during the fall and winter months, any of those things. Excuse me, the vitamin B, vitamin D, multi-greens, master formula, all of that. That's where you're going to start building your essential rewards. This is for the best deal. This is me helping you get the absolute most out of your essential rewards. So on top of your points that you're going to earn, or this is how you're going to maximize the points you're going to earn. Okay. So you're going to start with your supplements and nutrition. Then once you've got all of those on there, you're going to add in your transfer buying. So that's body wash, makeup, deodorant, cleaner, toothpaste, laundry detergent, dishwasher detergent, hand soap, shampoos, conditioners, body soaps. What else am I missing? All of that stuff. Okay, all the stuff that you usually go to the grocery store for, you're gonna look here first and make sure, put that on your essential rewards order. Then you can then grab any oils that you want to make sure that you never run out of, that you ran out of and want to get on your ER order so it gets in right away. But the best part is that when you get your supplements and your transfer buying on your ER order, you build up points consistently and fast. And then you get to use your points for all the oils that you want. Or you can put oils on your ER order and save up your points for the big oils. There's a lot of like big, expensive oils that you can use points on, like frankincense and Valor. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on it because I haven't double checked recently, but I have in the past used points on both of those. That's awesome because I don't ever spend the money on frankincense by myself, and we go through a lot of Valor in this house, so being able to use points on it is amazing. Your first 3 months, you earn 10% of each and every ER order back in points. So if you spend $100, you earn $10 back in points that you can use on oils or anything else. After 3 months, from 3 months to 24 months, so to your 2-year mark, you earn 20% back. So that's $20 on every $100 order. That's awesome. Then from 2 years on, you earn 25% back on everything. Is that you, Baba? On everything that you order. So that's huge. That adds up so quick. If you're doing your supplements and you're transfer buying on your ER order, you're going to be able to get so many oils. Or you go back and you get extra of some of your supplements and nutrition, or grab some fun stuff. The other thing is there are some things that you can't get with points. The new liquid foundation, for one. I just picked this up. I've been using a different color since it came out this summer, but it wasn't the perfect match. I did my best to guess at what color it was going to be, and it's worked, but I could tell it wasn't the perfect match. So there's a makeup group that you can join that a makeup artist started, and she graciously encourages actually people to post selfies, and she will look at them and help you color match. So I did that and got color matched with a different color that I'm going to try. But liquid foundation, you can't get with ER points yet. It's too new and it's too popular. That's fine. Put that on your ER order. Replace it with something of a similar price that you can redeem points for. So let's say this is roughly the same price as the sulfurzyme that I get every month. So I put my foundation on my ER order instead. And then when I redeem points, I do sulfurzyme instead of the makeup. So it's kind of like I got my makeup with my points, except that I didn't. I do the same thing with my CBD. You can't redeem points for CBD oils yet. They're working on it. They're trying to make that possible for us, but we're not there yet. There's some legality to it, and it's brand new and super popular. So put that on your ER order. Make sure you buy that. You earn points on it that you can then use to redeem on other stuff. So you can totally work it. And if you need some help brainstorming, if there's something that you're like, I want to use my points on this, but I can't, shoot me a message and I'll help you brainstorm the best way to get all this. But this ER pyramid is the best way to get the most bang for your buck, because you're going to get all of this fantastic stuff that you use all the time with it's the most efficient way to do it. You can totally do oils as your main thing, but they're so efficient that it's rare that you're going to go through a whole bottle in a month, for me anyway. Some things I do, like I'll go through this 5 milliliter of Valor in a month, easy, probably less. The Copaiba, like depending on how teething is going, we go through that pretty fast too. Sometimes we'll get in a kick and we'll go through lavender and the diffuser super quick. But as a general rule, like we don't use a whole bottle, especially not a 15 milliliter bottle in a month. So it's not the most efficient way to earn points with ER if you're ordering your oils on your order, because it's easy to look around and go, well, I don't really need any oils this month, so I'm just going to spend the bare minimum 50. Well, then you're only going to earn whatever that comes out to. At best, if you've been on for over 2 years and you order your bare minimum 50 PV on your ER order because you don't really need any oils, you're going to earn $12.50 back. That takes a long time to save up. But if you go through your house and you get all your vitamins, all your Ningxia, all your personal care products, yes, you're going to spend more. Generally, that's okay, because you're spending money on all of that stuff anyway. If you come back with, let's say, instead of 50, you spend $100 or 200 PV on all of that stuff, instead of $12.50, you're going to earn $50. That adds up so much faster that you can then turn in for more oils or other stuff. Budgets are a thing. I totally get that. I'm not suggesting that you go into debt to order your products, but take a serious look at what you have in your house and what you're clearly already spending money on. We all use shampoo. We all use some kind of cleaner. All of that stuff we have in our house, we're spending money on it. So take a look at it and go, can I get this from Young Living? Okay, yes, let's put that on our ER and let's use our points for oil. John and I together go through about a bottle of shampoo in a month. And I have a lot of hair, so that's pretty good because I dilute it. I dilute my shampoo. I dilute my laundry soap. I dilute my dish soap. I dilute my thieves cleaner, obviously. I make my own hand soap with Young Living oils. So you get a long ways out of all of your personal care products. I don't wear makeup every day. I've been wearing it more since getting the liquid foundation. I don't wear it every day, but a bottle of liquid foundation has lasted me 6 months, give or take, because I think that was released at convention, so June, so 6 months roughly. Granted, if you're using it every day, it's not going to last that long, but it's going to last you a while because it covers really nice and you don't need a ton of it. So if you want some help brainstorming how to get the best value out of stuff that you've got, shoot me a message. If you want me to help you figure out how to do your ER orders more efficiently, I'm always happy to do that as well. Or if you have any other questions that I haven't thought of yet, you can also shoot me a message to talk about that. I am going to go check on my family, make dinner, and have a quiet rest of my Friday evening. I hope that you guys do the same thing. If you need anything, reach out to me. We are going to be doing um mom posted about a class the other day. We are going to be doing it. We're trying to finalize the date um on how to get the most out of Young Living um in a health and wealth sort of way. So that's not really how I wanted to say that, but my brain is shutting down. So if you're interested in that, you can find mom's post in Crooks and Thieves and find out more there and ask us some questions if you want to. And I will see you next week.